It's your man Jay Gray's Report, and welcome to the College Football Weekly Preview, Week 3, presented by your good neighbor, State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy. Now, y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Previewing the top 5 ball games of the weekend, so let's get right to it. Now, we're struggling this weekend to find a top 5 ball games, 5 of them, because everybody's still playing non-conference games. Some cats played. The first weekend was better because you had a lot of good matchups. Now you got some dub matchups this weekend, but we got a few of them that we can talk about. So now, let's move on to the first ball game. We got Texas going out to play number 4, USC. Now, the conversation this week has been, this is the first meeting between Texas and USC since the 2006 Rose Bowl national championship game when Vince Young put these boys on his back and went to work. Now, ever since then, Texas has been irrelevant. Texas kept Mac Brown about 3 years too long. Then they fired that done, went and got Charlie Strong. They was trash under Charlie Strong. Now all of a sudden, my man Tom Harmon came in, and hey, they show up first ball game of the season and give up 51 points against Maryland. It's so bad right now in Texas where they concerned about what the USC media guide is saying. Now, if you haven't heard all the stories this week, let me break it down for you. USC media guide is showing that USC is 4-0 against Texas. Now, everybody and their baby mama know that Texas beat USC in the national championship game, but that ball game and that entire season of 2005 was excluded from the record books simply because Reggie Bush took a little cash he shouldn't have been taking. So now, that has been stricken from the record. So the 2005 season shows 0-0 for them. So now, because the NCAA, which is a stupid rule, the NCAA has taken all of those wins and losses away. In their media guide, they have to show that they haven't even played that ball game. So it's showing 4-0, and all the duns down in Texas got their dandruff up because it's not showing 4-1. What y'all need to be worrying about, Texas, is going out to LA this weekend, getting the brakes beat off of you. Hey, last week, they tried to redeem themselves. They played San Jose State, put up 407 yards on the ground, but they got to go out here and play these boys from USC. USC right now 2-0. They beat the brakes off Stanford last week, put up a 301 yards on the ground. Ronald Jones II and Stephen Carr ran all over these boys. So, hey, it's so bad down in Texas. Bevo told me the other day, I ain't going to the game, bro. I'm going out to L.A., but I ain't going to the game. I'm leaving that done left his doggone horns in Austin. He going to wear a do-rag and a wave cap, and he going to be smoking Black and Miles up in the top of the stadium. And a pair of house shoes on. That done's not even going to the game, bro. He going to go to the game and hang out in the parking lot. Hey, it's bad down in Texas. So if they come out here and get the brakes beat off of them this weekend, which I think they will, it's going to be bad for all the folks been hollering and screaming about Tom Harmon being the savior and going to turn around right away. Now, he might turn it around, but you can't turn the whole cruise ship around in a matter of 2-3 games. Not going to happen, bruh. And now you in over your head. Bevo done took his doggone horns off. He out there smoking Black and Miles. Ain't nowhere in the world y'all going to win this ball game. I'm going with USC to win this ball game. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 23, Tennessee, goes out to the swamp to play number 24, Florida. Now, Tennessee coming into this ball game undefeated. They've already beaten Georgia Tech, and then they beat up on Indiana State. Indiana State had to get that bread, though. They got that bread, got the brakes beat off of them, going to the crib. And Florida is 0-1. Their ball game got canceled last week, but they showed up in the first ball game down in Cowboy Stadium, got the doors blown off of them by Michigan. They had 11 guys suspended in that ball game. Now they got a few guys back, but they still Florida. And my man from Tennessee putting in work. They putting in work right now in Tennessee. I would go with Florida winning this at the crib. However, I can't go with Florida at all because they got a head coach that got the propensity to take all his clothes off and lay down on a dead shark. If y'all didn't see that during the offseason, Jim McElwain took all it, got butt naked, like my man Bernie Mac say, bucket naked, took all his clothes off and laid down on a dead shark and took a picture, bruh. I can't make this up. This is real talk. So when your head man is doing that type of foolishness, and then when they ask him about it, that wasn't me, dog. Hey, you not going to win ball games like this. Then you end up with 11 guys suspended at the beginning of the season. It's chaos down in Florida. Whether boys want to tell you it's not, it is. And Jim McElwain is the culprit because that done can't keep his clothes on. So I'm going with Tennessee to win this ball game. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, let's go up to the Midwest. We got a Big Ten versus SEC ball game. We got Purdue going out to play Mizzou. Let's move on to the next ball game. Who cares about this ball game? This one of them you just had to throw in because there's no other matchups. And also real talk, let's talk about it for a second. Purdue comes into this ball game 1-1. Mizzou is 1-1. But Purdue looked good the first two ball games. Now they lost to Louisville down at Lucas Oil Stadium, 35-28. They forced a few turnovers for Louisville. They could have got the brakes beat off of them because Lamar Jackson running all over the place, doing everything, doing what he normally does. But they forced turnovers in the red zone. That was impressive to me that Purdue was able to do that. My man Jeff Brown taking over from Western Kentucky, changed the entire attitude and the culture at Purdue, and they look good. So if I got to pick the ball game, I'm going with Purdue to win this ball game, and they're going to bring that big drum down there. When they run into some problems, they just going to throw the drum out on the field. Purdue wins this ball game on the road to come back to the crib, 2-1 to get ready for Michigan. Now, let's move on to the next ball game. We got Notre Dame fighting Irish going out to play Boston College. Now, here's the deal. Both these duns are 1-1. Notre Dame loses a tough ball game last week to Georgia at the crib, 20-19. Now, I told you, last year the Leprechaun got the boys in a whole lot of trouble. Before the season started, Leprechauns in the backseat of a car with about 5 Notre Dame players, they wrestling over the weed and the gun. So now, they have put this dun on punishment, got him locked up in the field house, and Notre Dame was winning for 3 quarters. All the way till well, matter of fact, they were winning up till 3 minutes and 39 seconds in the ball game last week. And the Leprechaun got loose, and them duns kicked the field goal on them and beat them. So Georgia comes in with a true freshman, beats them, and then after the ball game, my man Brian Kelly is hot. And you got a dumb media type ask him a dumb question after the ball game about you changed the culture, but you still lost. I mean, it was the stupidest question in the world. So because Notre Dame got their backs against the wall with old Brian Kelly, he got the hot pockets right now. I got to go with Notre Dame to win this ball game. And who actually cares about Boston College football? I mean, ever since Doug Flutie left, nobody cares about Boston College football. So we going with Notre Dame to win this ball game, and they're going to keep the Leprechaun tied up. That Doug can't make the road trip. They got him tied up now in the president's office. That Doug can't get out. They got him gassed. So we're going to have to hold on to him until about 2 or 3 weeks to see what Brian Kelly can do with these boys. I'm going with Brian Kelly to win this ball game. Now, let's get down to the real ball game. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty like the old timers used to say. We got number 3, Clemson, the defending national champs, going out to Louisville to play number 14, Louisville. Now, both these teams, ACC matchup, they both undefeated. Clemson is being led now by Kelly Bryant. Old boy putting in work. He got in 2 ball games. He got 417 yards, a touchdown, 1 interception. They averaging 473 yards a game. But on the other side of the ball, you got the defending Heisman Trophy winner, the best ball player skill set in the country, Lamar Jackson. Now, it's a whole lot of done, fake media types. Didn't even have him on the Heisman watch list at the beginning of the season. And their whole thought process was he playing at Louisville. Or didn't Dunn play at Louisville last year? Didn't he win the Heisman Trophy last year? I mean, they did everything in their power, tried to give it to Deshaun Watson, but he just didn't have the numbers that this Dunn had. Now, in 2 ball games, check this out. In 2 ball games, the Dunn's got 1,018 yards, 8 touchdowns. He got 771 yards in the air. And he's going to put up another 239 on the ground. So he's leading them in passing and running. Lamar Jackson is the real deal. And because they playing at the crib, playing in Louisville, at Papa John's Stadium. Give me some of that pizza, bro. I'm about to drive down there for that one. This and not even cover the game. Just go down there and sit and watch it. Because this Dunn is doing crazy things. And ain't no way Clemson coming in to Louisville and winning this ball game. Not with the way this cat's playing. He's bigger, stronger, and faster than he was last year. He's more mature right now. So I got Louisville to win this ball game. It's your man, Jay Graves Report from the JGravesReport.com. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at JGravesReport so you can holler at your boy. And also remember that this segment is presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent, Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your